Do you guys actually think about the naked mummy and daddy dance all the time?
Another day.
Another vlog.
Here we are, answering your Q's with our A's.
It's your A's.
I'm answering her Q's with my A's. Actually, it's your Q's with my A's. And Jess is just the mediator between us all.
Awkward boy cues that you have that you're too afraid to ask.
I posted on Instagram. Jess went through my...
Sorry.
Jess went through them on my Instagram. And now I'm going to be hearing them for the first time.
You have no idea.
I have no idea what you guys asked. But they're apparently very juicy.
All right, should we just jump in?
Let's do it.
This one is specific to you, but you can also answer like general for a guy or
Okay.
specific for you, however you want.
Okay.
Did you have a non-negotiable list for your dream girl?
Okay, we're just like diving into like the most high level, deep, big brain questions of them all. It's like yes and no. I didn't like sit down and write a list and be like, this girl has to meet every single thing on this list. There should be like the several things that are non-negotiable. Like I knew that I wanted a girl that loved Jesus, and that one was pretty non-negotiable for me. But really, other than that, it's not like I need a girl who's, you know,
Brunette.
yeah, or like it needs to be above 5 feet tall. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's just preferences. Especially as a Christian, I feel like as soon as you have those preferences, I guess it's just my superstition of like I have these like physical preferences of what I want in a girl, and then God's gonna be like,
Ha ha ha, you thought.
and just give you someone who you're actually gonna be way happier with, even though they didn't meet these like theoretical expectations that you had in your head before you met them.
I think like having some things, not that this is my video at all to answer, but kind of what you were saying.
Yeah, what do you think, Jess?
Forget it. Just like having some things, if for example Gabe wanted a girl who loved Jesus, like having some things that would match your like, I guess, morals in life.
The non-negotiable things for me specifically were like the really big picture long-term stuff. Because if you don't necessarily have the same goals and similar, and you're not, you know what I mean? Because if you don't necessarily have the same goals long-term and you're not, you know, making progress in the same direction, you're gonna, why are you laughing at me? Why?
Finish your sentence.
I was trying. I was getting towards the end.
I was just smiling.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. You want to be headed in the same direction and not being... Okay, all right.
I just think this is such a good video for Gabe because he, you know, you just love answering things like really long.
Yeah, I'm sure we're like 4 minutes in already, and it's been like one question.
Do you guys notice your breasts when you give them hugs? Oh my gosh, just settle down.
I don't know. Let's test it out.
Hi.
Hi. It depends, right? Because like if we're doing a full
Like,
this,
we're
yes.
in love.
Yes.
Touchy. But if you're just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
hi to
But
someone,
if it's like hi and you do like a
Hey.
lean in,
you're not even
we
touching.
didn't even touch at all. It just
We didn't.
We
We
didn't.
didn't
Oh, you
touch.
didn't touch. I swear. It just depends on the hug, you know. But I think this is a good answer. If you feel you touching their chest, then they are feeling.
But is it like on the front of your mind when you're hugging a girl to be like, that's it, babes? Because I feel like that wouldn't be the thing that's on your mind when you're like giving a girl a hug, right? I don't know.
If this is like a person in high school asking, dudes in high school, the amount of like hormones and just like things that are just happening in their body is like so extreme that any like contact with a girl is like, oh my gosh, I just touched, you know,
That's true.
any
Like,
hug,
yeah.
dude, when you first hold a girl's hand, you're like, I don't know, it's so weird to talk about, but it's like the truth. If it happens, yeah, they probably like notice it and think about it and like, oh my gosh, what, you know.
What is that? How many of y'all actually sit down to pee? At least at home/friend's house.
Never. I can't sit down to pee. That's me personally, though. I know guys who sit down to pee, and I've tried it before because some guys have told me
It's so comfy.
yeah, or whatever. It's way easier if I sit down on the toilet. Natural instinct kicks in, and if I relax my body enough to pee, I'm probably gonna poop too.
It's not like you can just sit down and pee. It's like you're doing both if you're sitting down.
Yeah. Also, the weirdest thing is getting off the toilet and not wiping your butt. Like, if I sit down to pee and then I just get up and, like, put my pants on, I'm like, I should have wiped my butt. But that's just because I never sit down to pee. But other guys, you can chime in the comments if you want and say if you sit down and pee.
Yeah,
But,
let's have a discussion.
yeah, let's have a discussion about how we urinate.
Would you want the girl to make the first move? E.g., should we be the first to initiate a convo?
I mean, it makes you feel kind of like a baller. You're just like, dude, this freaking girl just told me that she liked me, you know, that kind of thing. But I know that girls like the chase as well. Girls like to be pursued, you know, too. So
I think some girls like both, actually. Like, some girls will want to be the person, like, chasing. So
like in our situation,
Yes.
you definitely felt longed for and desired for if I was, you know, chasing after you.
Yeah.
But then, like, throw back to high school. If a girl were to come up to me and tell me, like, hey, I think you're cute, I'd probably be like, oh, let's hug.
Bruh, what does it feel like to be hit in the nuts?
Oh,
I've thought this a lot, and I feel like you've tried to explain it to me.
it's so hard to explain. Think of a spider web of nerve endings that start at your balls and just shoot up. It like the pain goes like into your hips and into your stomach, and like you want to vomit. And it's just, if they get hit, they'll like suck up into your. It's just like,
It sounds terrible.
it's so bad.
How long does the pain last?
It depends how bad you get hit. But like when I was in wrestling, like every so often, you know, you're like grappling with a guy and all of a sudden like a leg flies the wrong way and a heel just like right into your nuts or something, and you're just like sitting there in pain.
Is it really uncomfortable to have something hanging down there?
Sometimes. Actually, every time I'm sim racing, the pedals are pretty close together and you use both feet. So what I have to do is, it's off camera, it's fine. I reach into my pants.
Oh,
I pull
are you
my,
sure that's off
it's fine. It's off camera. It's fine. I pull my junk up so it's not between my legs. So then I can close my legs and my junk isn't squished. It's above. That's why so many dudes sit like this. Mm-hmm. This is how wide I sit where my junk isn't like touching my legs. This is like really TMI.
I know, sorry.
I feel like I'm like a little too comfortable with it, to be honest.
Like, you don't mind?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this back and be like, dude, what are you doing? Shut up.
Do you guys actually notice or care what a girl's hoo-ha looks like?
Did they say hoo-ha?
They said hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha. I'm sure if there's guys who've slept around a bunch and like seen a lot of different, because I know there's like different shapes or whatever.
Different shapes and stuff?
Yeah. That they would then develop a preference where I don't necessarily care. And, you know, there's nothing really to compare it to.
Mm-hmm. I feel like guys also honestly wouldn't really care what it looks like. But I'm not a guy.
As long as they're getting some.
Okay.
Okay.
This kind of goes back to a different question that you already answered, but do you wipe when you go pee?
No.
That's so bizarre to me.
You don't need to. You know, you take a straw and you like hold the end and there's a bunch of water in it, and then you like let it all out and it all goes out. And then like there's nothing left in it.
It's a good analogy.
I don't know. There's like weird situations because sometimes you like pee different based on like how bad you need to pee, like what time of day it is. Like if it's the middle of the night, you're just, you know, sometimes you pee a little bit different. If I'm sitting down and I have peed while I pooped and there's like still some left in there, but I for some reason can't get it out, and this happens probably once every like 20 or 30 poops. So it's not that often, but like every so often, I'm not able to get like the last few drops out because of the position I'm in. But when I stand up, the last few drops will flow out, but I can like feel it. So I grab some toilet paper and then I stand up. This is so effing weird, dude.
This is getting really weird.
Stand up and then just like catch the last few drops and then
catch
throw
them.
that away.
Yeah.
Then I
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, but I'm not like wiping anything down. Why is there so much like toilet talk in it? Why is that what
That
we
was
wanna
what,
know?
like, probably the main thing was toilet talk. That's all such a mystery to girls. And so I feel like that's why. How do you feel about stretch marks? I'm covered in them and they make me sad. First of all, you shouldn't be sad about stretch marks.
Yeah.
It's so normal. I have stretch marks. So
I
that's
don't really
why
care.
I included it. Because it's like, do you
I mean-
notice where my stretch marks are? Do you like...
Not really. That's like a bigger conversation of like the cultural Instagram Photoshop world that we live in now, where it's like every photo you see of any other girl's touched up, so it makes you feel isolated if you have something that has been touched up and you don't see there.
So many girls have stretch marks though.
There's guys that have stretch marks too. Stretch mark here, come here.
Do you notice them? Do you
I don't
like,
notice them on you. Like I don't
You
really
can
care.
tell me where I had stretch marks.
Do you have some like next to your butt a little bit?
You like are aware of them, but you just don't really
That
pay attention.
I didn't even.
You like really had to think.
I was like, if you have stretch marks somewhere, that might be where they are. But yeah, I don't really care. No, doesn't faze me.
Which
at all.
is how it should be.
Yes.
Love that. Okay, I added this one in, and there was a lot of this question, but I thought this is so funny the way that she worded it. Do you guys actually think about the naked mummy and daddy dance all the time?
The frick is the naked mommy and daddy dance? Oh. Who calls it that?
I don't know.
Why'd you whisper sex to me? They definitely heard it.
I just thought it was worded so funny. Do you guys in general actually think about that all the time?
I don't know. I guess as a married guy and we're comfortable with each other and like, I don't know.
To be honest, I think you have so much on your mind that like,
That's true.
I'm sure it comes up sometimes, but you're also thinking about work. You're also thinking about family.
Formula One.
Exactly.
Yes. The important things.
You always have so much on your mind that like, I couldn't expect a guy to like constantly be thinking about it.
And honestly, day to day, like our schedules usually, like our work hours are pretty like back to back. I'm really never thinking about it during that period of time. That's me. I'm sure there are a lot of guys who think about it constantly.
Yeah. I think every guy is going to be different though with that, like how often they think about it, you know, all of that.
I don't know how to answer that one. Besides for like myself, you know.
This one is kind of personal, but also like you can answer it in general. Do you dream about other females?
I mean, there are other females in my dream. Do I dream about other females in like a sexual way? No.
Sorry, is this
I'm trying to think. I don't remember my dreams that often is the thing. You remember your dreams a lot. I wake up and I'm just like, I had a dream. I think there's like maybe 2 or 3 times where I specifically remember having a dream about you in that way.
You don't choose what you dream about. But
yeah, I don't know. It is very weird sometimes.
So that was kind of like a yes, no.
Yeah, I wish I remembered my dreams more because you remember them so clearly and like write them down and stuff. Where legit, I feel like I wake up every morning and I'm like, for sure was dreaming. IDK.
Okay, I feel like this will be really interesting because it's such a common thing when you're like talking to someone.
Yeah.
A quick replies a turn off. You know how sometimes it's like, I'll read a text but I won't reply for like 5 minutes?
It depends what game you're playing. If I was ever texting a girl who I wasn't interested in and they were replying really quick, I'm like, oh, I gotta like chill here because I'm not trying to like send any signals or whatever. Where if it's like when we were doing long distance, if I were to text you and text bubbles were immediately to pop up, I would have been like, amazing. She saw my text, wants to talk to me. So it just depends on like what the relationship is between the person. If you're like playing the game of like, gotta make him wait, not gonna text him back for a whole day.
I've never done that.
I just can't stand that stuff.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah, the emotional drama and exhaustion that you would have to go through to just like maintain that type of relationship with someone. Not my vibe.
I think girl to girl right now, if you're texting a guy and he's not really giving you like signals back that he's like really enjoying a text conversation, like I feel like you can take signals yourself of like, I think I'm too into this. I feel like you can read if someone's like into talking to you, you know?
Yeah.
You did a great job today.
I appreciate it. Guys, if you want to see another one of these, more TMI questions, just like this video and comment that you want to see more.
Or we could do it the other way around too.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in our next video. Peace out from Jess.
And Gabriel.
Conti.
You!